Hello everybody! Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. This is Rhea Luz o Buhay Buhay sa Amerika. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at higit sa lahat sa aking mga kaibigan na nag-intay. Kanina pa nakikita ko na ang aking mga... Uy, meron akong... Sorry, meron akong echo. Because we are actually live in both YouTube and sadali. Patayin ko muna yung echo ko sa YouTube. Yeah. Nasa na tayo? Oh, hello. Magbabalik pong muli at magsisimula tayo. Maraming salamat for joining me. I know I have 2 million views already, both in YouTube and in Facebook because tonight's interview na gagawin ko ay isang napakagandang dilag ang aking ipapakita sa inyo. Isang kababayan natin talagang may pagmamalaki. Sabi ko nga, ang tinitle ko ito as From Shy to a Shining Example. Kaya hindi na natin patatagalin at ipakikilala ko sa inyo ang Miss Merly Barlaan. Napakaganda.
Hello po, Ate Rhea. Good evening and good morning there sa Philippines. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Merly. I know that we just talked early this morning and set this interview right on the spot. You know why? Dahil po si Merly is a very hard fish to caught. Siya
Oh,
yung
I'm here. I'm always here for you, Ate.
Thank you so much.
Basta ikaw.
Sa Facebook, everybody's trying to catch fish, trying to catch banana. So, ikaw yung pinakamalaking banana na nakuha ko at pinakamalaking fish na nakuha ko for today.
Because, no. It's my honor to be here with you. You're my idol. As always, you've been my idol. So,
thank you so much,
how to
Merly.
be you? I'm here to learn from you, actually.
Oh my God. If you'll be how to be me and I'm trying to be how to be you. Mga kababayan, mga kaibigan, gusto ko pong ipakilala sa inyo. Kaya ako binigyan ng title ito as From Shy to a Shining Example is because Merly Barete Barlaan, I have known her for more than 30 years. This is a woman that the first time I saw, she just came from the from D. From
From the province.
yes, from the province of
And you are my mentor. You were my mentor.
Thank you so much, Merly. As you know, Merly is and I became a missionary right after our college days, and that is how we met. She just came from the province of Carmen Bohol, and I'm in Manila, and we were doing fundraising as a missionary during the time. And later on, I found her. She is already a missionary to USA. The next time I heard her, she is already working in United Nations. Then later on, hindi na natin muna bigyan natin ng konti pang excitement. And later on, umuwi siya ng Pilipinas to become the president of the Women's Federation for World Peace Philippines. And now, look, siya na ngayon ang international vice president for Asia of the Women's Federation for World Peace International. Hindi ba ang gandang, yan? Ang gandang it's an honor for us as Filipinos to have
It's a heavy responsibility.
I know.
It's a responsibility more than an honor. It is a responsibility, actually.
That's true. You have such a huge responsibility. Pero Merly, bago ko i-dig pa ng deeper about you, I want you to know that we are simultaneously broadcasting through YouTube.
Oh, wow!
And Buhay Bahay sa Amerika page in Facebook. So many of our kababayan are watching from Facebook and watching from YouTube as well. For those
Hello, everyone!
for those of
Buhay
you
buhay sa Amerika!
in Facebook, we do heart or we give them a like. In YouTube, you will hear many times, you probably can see how people would say thumbs up or thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay, thumbs up.
In YouTube, the term we use is tamsak. So, as mga kababayan, Merly Bareti Barlaan is also a YouTuber now. She just started a YouTube channel just few days ago. And
I had YouTube channel, but it was I've never been that active. And then
yes,
so just recently, few days ago, na I came back.
marami na tayong mga kababayan na nag-iintay sa YouTube ngayon. Nakakatuwa na tayo'y sinusubaybayan ng ating mga ka-YouTuber. At higit sa lahat, sabi ko nga sa'yo, malaking isda ang na-fish ko ngayon. Naka 900 subscribers ako. Which I want to
Wow!
give a huge shout out sa mga channel.
Congratulations!
Yes, thank you so much sa mga channels
Amazing.
na pinuntahan ko today, which is Nicole Harding, Leron FFP, and Bet TV channel. Yang mga channel na yan ang nag-push na ako'y makakuha ng 900. Kaya it's hard to be on YouTube, and I really applaud every YouTuber who are watching us today, especially ang aking maganda at napaka-bait na kaibigan si Miss Sweet Escape, Miss Cathy's videos, andyan sila kauna-unahan, at si Pikachu, si Rain Rose, sa lahat po ng nandiyan. Babatiin ko lang muna sila, Merly, ha, para
Mhm.
ayan, si
I,
Miss,
I'm giving thumbs up.
yes,
Very
meron
well.
FFP, si Rain Rose Channel, si Pikachu 72310, at higit sa lahat, yung mga yan ay talagang puro legit at napaka-supportive. Analhin Vlogs, thank you so much all the way from Japan. Lara Marizel YouTube channel, Marizel, thank you so much. Ay, nako. Pinaulang Desan, maraming salamat. Annalyn Vlogs. My Lil Sis, thank you so much. At sa lahat po ng nandiyaan, Bells Vlog all the way from Thailand. Ayan, Taiwan, sorry. Si Bells Vlog. At yan. So Merly, mga
Yes.
kababayan, if you have also question, you feel free to ask our beautiful sister Merly. Although malaking pangalan na niya ngayon, pero in her heart, she's still the same Merly I used to know. So that is one thing I love about you, Merly. Ikaw yung napaka-humble despite all the accomplishment. So please tell us, how did you get involved with the Women's Federation for World Peace?
Yes. My story is it started when I was a college student, when I was 18 years old. I joined this group, CARP. You probably did at University of Bohol, World Collegiate Association for the
Tell
Research
them
of
what is
Principles.
CARP. The
It's World Collegiate Association for the Research of Principles. So basically, it's a group of young men and women, college students, striving hard to find meaning in life, and trying hard to uh, find like make your life purpose driven, and become a future leader, something like that. And that's how I started. And then I volunteered. um, One day when I was volunteer, I was traveling. That was when I met you in Makati. You know, first time I went to Manila, I didn't know how to speak Tagalog, and so that's why I was very shy, because I was so conscious of my Tagalog, because they always persecute me of my Tagalog, my Tagalog. But anyway, um, one day I was touring the whole Philippines 1 year after college. I was asked to um, I was asked by headquarters to come back to Manila and say, "Do you want to?" Oh no, actually, you were recommended to go to America for this United to Serve America campaign. And then I said, okay, who doesn't want to go to America? And then the next day we went to the U.S. Embassy, and this someone American, I think it's Brother Ron. He went with us to the U.S. Embassy in the morning. In the afternoon, I got my visa, and
what?
then I got my visa, and then the next day The next day we went shopping, and the day after that I was in on the plane to New York City. I had no time to call my mother in Bohol and say I am going to America. So when I arrived in New York, I wrote a letter to my mother and I said I'm in New York. And so the post office at that time, back in 1992, early 19 March 1992, and so the postman said, uh, Manang Luling, do you have a daughter, a child in America? And my mother said, no. And then, who is Merly Baretti? My daughter. Was she from New York? And then, and then she said that she felt like the whole world fell apart. And then she was shaking, receiving the letter from the post office, the old style. And then she took the letter under and opened it under a tree and then cried and cried. And then someone saw her and then like, why are you crying? Like, my daughter is in America. Why are you crying? It's a sad thing. It's a good thing. It's a it's a heavenly fortune. And then so
Wow! Alam na
crying.
nila yung heavenly fortune noon pa, ha?
Yes, it's a fortune. And then you're lucky. And then she stopped crying and she was happy. Yeah.
That is so very good, that story. I never know. Hindi ko
Yeah,
alam, ha?
interesting. Yeah, yeah.
Bago ang lahat, I wanted to let our YouTube friends that I am going to give 5 watch hours at the end of this live streaming. But I could not write everybody's name. So, para walang problema, can I ask Lito Juliano TV from Malaysia, all the way from Malaysia? Lito Juliano, I'll ask your help to please write down all the names of all the YouTube channels who came tonight. And at the end of this broadcast, help me to be the one to raffle who wins the 5 hours watch hours of today's broadcast. Give me a thumbs up or an answer, Lito, if you can do that. If not, I will ask and if any one of these friends of mine can do that, I would really appreciate. I know many of you, if Annalyn Blogs from Japan can do it, if my sister Pikachu 72310 can do it, please give me an answer. So at least one of you will win 5 watch hours. So yeah, thank you so much, Merly, for
Hi,
that.
Kuya Lito. I know Kuya Lito. I remember very well from HQ days. Hello,
Yes,
Kuya.
mga ano yan, mga kababayan natin talagang very supportive. Mga friends natin na hindi kailanman ay iiwanan ka.
Oh yeah.
Annalyn
Yes.
Vlog, if you are available, help me to do the raffle drawing, or Pikachu, Lynette, if you are watching all the time, if you can write the names of all these YouTube channels and um, you be the one to raffle sino ang mananalo ng 5 watch hours. So thank you so much, Merly. It's such a thank you so much, Leron FFP. You are one of the biggest reason for today why I made it to 900. Talagang, alam mo, Merly, in YouTube and in Facebook, there is so much collaboration and cooperation happening. And without the support of everybody in YouTube, it's very hard for us as a small YouTube channel to go up. So the most important thing is to collaborate and really support one another. And that's why all this Lito Juliano is working. So he can't do it. So
Hi.
thank you so much,
Yes.
Lito, for answering. Um, at the end na lang, humanap ka na lang ng pangalan, Merly, later on, kung walang makakapag-rapo. Kung sinong pangalan ang makita mo na nandoon pa at the end. So maraming
Mm-hmm.
salamat. So ituloy natin, Merly. Ang ganda ng istorya mo, how you came to become to come to America, and how did you get into work with United Nations? So can you tell us?
Oh yes, I was a secretary for Dr. Julia Kim at that time. They were heading the 20 countries in Asia at the time. I was their PA, personal assistant.
Wow.
And then so I think after 5 years, she told me that, okay, I can, if you want to go find another job, then I will let you, And there's something that she told me. She said, I know that you're a very simple girl. You're not very, you're not that smart yet. You're a simple girl, but as long as you have a pure, beautiful heart, you will go a long way. If you make a mistake, but you have a beautiful heart, pure, beautiful heart, your boss will forgive you. So remember that. And then she introduced me to the president of Women's Federation USA, Mrs. Spurgeon at that time. And I didn't have any skills at all in terms of, like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and all that. And but then I called her at Thursday. Said, Mrs. Spurgeon, I saw that you're looking for secretary, and can I apply for the job? And she said, do you know how to do the basic Microsoft Office? And then I knew I didn't have that like confidence in that skills, but I said, yes, I can do it. But then as soon and then she said, okay, then Monday you come to work. And then I said, oh shoot, oh my God. So as soon as I hang up, I called a tutor. I paid at that time like $150 crash course how to do the the Microsoft PowerPoint, the email, everything, Excel. And then I said, I have a job Monday. I need to get this done. And so that's how I started my first official work at the Women's Federation. And 2 years after that, I was recommended to work at the UN office. That's when we got our Economic and Social Council General Consultative status at the UN in 1997.
Mhm.
And pioneered the office of the UN Office of Women's Fed. So I was
Wow.
very lucky to be in the right place at the right time. I was just next door, and Mrs. Sugiyama didn't have a secretary, and then she asked me, Merly, no, she asked Mrs. Spurgeon too, if she could borrow me. And then, I became permanent. So that's how I
Wow.
started. This is 1999 when I started with the UN office. We pioneered the UN Relations Office, so Women's Fed. Yeah.
That's amazing. I love your guts to be able to.
Well, you know, you gotta opportunity knocks only once. I
Yes,
believe only once. If you wait for
true.
too long, you miss
That
it.
that's very true. And
Mhm.
but it it takes a really great courage to be able to ask for that kind of job and to be able to take hold of that job for.
I wanted it. I wanted it.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to United Nations, and every time there is an opportunity, I could not go. But with you, you worked there and really represented our country well. And not only that, you also turned to become the Women's Federation for World Peace Philippines president. And
That's another long story.
yes,
That's
not
another long story.
knowing that you are already in America, you have started your family life, and uh, three children or four children, right, at that time you have when you came.
Oh, I had technically five, but now I have four living children.
Yes, and with five or four children, you brought them home to Philippines
Hmm.
and take the role as the Women's Federation for World Peace president. That is tough. And leaving your husband in America to support you, that's another story. So
Yeah.
tell, why did you took that responsibility again?
After about 12 years or 13 years at the, no, actually, it's not, total is about 16 years at the UN. Um, I felt jaded, kind of,
Mhm.
because I saw that the world leaders, they have conference after conference talking about um, economic and peace and the world development agenda. But then,
Mhm.
UN spends a lot of money. But then, um, once in a while, when I go back to Philippines, like once or twice a year, um, the dream of the United Nations, the goals of the United Nations, peace and development, and then the resolutions that they're talking about, when I go back to the my village, where you cannot, there is no running water, the sometimes the CR of the school does not work, and then the road is just dirt, literally dirt road. So I said, well, everything that UN talked about is not reaching in the villages. And so then I said, I'm tired of I really I enjoyed. Don't make me wrong. I enjoyed my work at the United Nations with the Women's Federation, but I was not. My heart was yearning for something that's substantial. I wanted to serve and save the world, kind of that, like superwoman character. So I challenged myself. So okay, I I thought to myself, the kind of result I want to see from the United Nations is not reaching to my village. So I wanted to come up with a uh, community development framework from the bottom up. Like, I want to see if one person will do everything with the heart and passion, without without the bahid of corruption, without
Mhm.
tainted it's not tainted with corruption. Then maybe let's see if God works with us and help us in our aspirations. Then I
Mhm.
want to write a book, like a 10-year development framework, action plan, so that by 10 years I can come back to the UN and present it to the UN Secretary General. Here, one ordinary person with the big heart can actually be an instrument of peace and make a big difference in terms of uplifting the lifestyle of women, children, and families. So that's where my adventure came from. I resigned from my work in 2012, and then so they said, Merly, you're crazy. I'm sure after 2 years you're gonna be back. You're crazy. Everybody, every Filipino, not all, but many Filipinos, they sell their lands and houses to come to America. But here, you're giving up everything, and this is really like, I must say, I had a good life. The American dream, the dream job, but they said that I was kind of possessed by that dream.
You are amazing, Merly, to even grab that dream and really put that into heart and put it into action. I know for a fact that you started that dream starting from your hometown,
Yeah.
bringing. Tell us. You will be better off to tell what did you do in your hometown.
Yes. As soon as I came back to my hometown, anyway, I had this, like when they say I was a keyboard warrior, I was thinking of how to conduct and implement everything that I have, sorry, everything that I have planned for the
Mm-hmm.
last years. Um, all my life, I wanted to implement my dream in my village. I want to have an ideal village like Americana village, when no one is struggling with food, when everyone has access to education. That was my dream. So, anyway, I had this plan in my mind, and when I got there, I was so shocked. So, I can tell that really keyboard warriors really need to get to the 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 area, the personally. So when I got there, I was so shocked. I was culture shocked. After 21 years, I came back like full time. Um, Election came. Election, that was a village level election, and province, a mayor, and then the province level. Corruption. Corruption. I was so shocked. In America, there is corruption in America, but in America, they hide behind closed
Yeah.
doors because they know that
Entertainment.
it's wrong. They know that it's wrong, but in Philippines, you know, in broad daylight, organized by officials, watched by the teachers. The teachers, they know, but they don't care. They're not participating it, but they just watch it. They know what's going on by vote buying. And the children, they know, like, subliminal indoctrination of how to raise up a corrupt future leader is when the children watch growing up, watching the political leaders buy votes. And then, so to me, I was so shocked because in America, they hide it because they know it's bad. So the conscience still somehow working. But in Philippines, broad daylight. Parents also, the voters, they get angry if they do not receive the money. They fight over it, like, how come I didn't get it? No. And so
I get
I
only
said,
little than yours.
and then so I was so shocked. Where is the conscience? It was like, is this what I came back for? I gave up. If this is what I gave up in America, is this worth? We kind of like sold our house and sold our car, pulled up my children from the gifted and talented schools, bring and then have them school in a very poor school. Like, that's crazy. They would get bitten by mosquitoes. They had no restroom. Sometimes the restroom is broken. They go poop and pee in ano tawag nun? The grassland. So, and then I said, holy cow, my son, where are you gonna pee and poop? And then, so I then I had to, like, tell the teacher, better fix it. And then, anyway, so after that, then I realized that the poverty in Philippines is not because we don't have resources, but um, the values, corruption at that time, now is much better. At that time, corruption was embedded from the highest level to the lowest level in the family. So I'm not pointing fingers, but it is the reality. So I
Mhm.
cried. So I could not stand it during election day. So I had a scholarship of about, at that time, 200 high school student scholarship program, 7 schools. And then I said, my scholarship doesn't come with out strings attached. There is a condition to it. The condition is parents should not buy votes. No, not sell their votes. And children, while they're schooling, no boyfriend, no girlfriend. And then, so that was part of and then, so this time, I want the parents to not participate in selling their votes. But you know what? After the election, um, 99% sold their votes. I cried and cried and cried. And then, so I left my village literally. In that day, I left my village in the evening of the election. And then I locked myself inside the hotel in Tagbilaran City all day. And then I cried and cried and cried. And then um, I felt that my everything fell apart. Then I don't know where to go. And these people whom I came back so that I can dedicate my time and work with them. There was nothing that I can pick up the pieces from. Dr. Arcely Hernando is one of them, my best friend, my co-host in my Women's World radio program. She was the one who came to my rescue. I found one friend and I cried my heart out, and she knows very well. She can tell the story, and that's how she became my friend. And then, so she's the director of the student affairs in Bohol Island State University. And so that's where we started a program to educate future leaders, to be a peace loving, incorruptible future steward of the nation, transcending the barriers of poverty. And so that's when one of our program is raising heroes. 10,000 heroes lead, 10,000 heroes movement, raising future leaders. So
Um,
it's uh, in infusing the conscience-driven leadership paradigm for the young people. That's what we're doing. But then I
yeah,
said,
talaga.
and then during that time, that was the time also when Inrili and Bong Revilla and who was that other one who went to jail? And so I said, well, these
Many of
people,
them.
I
Too
said,
many.
and Janet, what was it?
Napoles.
Napoles. And then, so I said, well, these people had mothers we can't really blame them because the culture for which they grew up to, and what did their mothers do. So I really felt that for every single person, whatever, however we become, whatever we do, it has some certain effects on how the mothers are raising their children. Even Martin Luther, even Jesus had Mary, Mama Mary. Oh, everyone, the greatness of a person comes from the mother. So that's where I put together this group of women. We call it Mothers Hearts Network.
Mother.
Mothers raising heroes for the nation. So so,
Oh,
and then I said to the, and then, but you know where I started in Montisunting in my village.
I
So
know.
I said to my, this is this poor women. I opened a school with 15 children, and everything is for free with the curriculum from New Jersey. And then I told the mothers that from now on, you are the mother of a future president of the country, a mother of a future governor, mother of future mayor. And then, in order for you to raise up such leader, you have to level up. You know, the moment you wake up in the morning, think that you are raising a prince. So then you cannot raise a hero or a prince when you are doing tongits. You know, like you cannot say, do your homework, okay, be good, but then doing tongits, right? And so I said, you have to be the model. You have to be happy. You have to be shining from inside. And then you can raise up a happy, uh, uh, conscientious young leader. And you have to start from good relationship with your husband. And then you have to be a good leader. So then we started with that kind of small group, very poor women. You know, my favorite, Ateria, my favorite coffee was Dunkin' Donuts. So Dunkin' Donuts should pay me for this
Okay,
endorsing them,
yeah,
right?
hashtag.
but you know, when I came back to my village, I found out that my favorite latte, Dunkin' Donut latte, would cost almost 1 day of work for my next door neighbor, which is my cousin, my brother's wife. So at that time, it was like 160 pesos, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I drank my coffee and I said, how can I enjoy my coffee when my sister-in-law is working hard under the heat of the sun in the farm, in the garden for 1 day? Cannot
For that
enjoy
amount
it.
of coffee.
Yeah, I cannot enjoy it. And then I said, oh, this is not good. So so that in order for me to enjoy my favorite coffee, I need to empower them first. So I was thinking of giving them a livelihood and making it sustainable. And then, so the TESDA classes came in. I work with we raise funds to build a training center and, give them vision that someday, even though life is miserable now, you and your children will have the good life if you invest from now on. So, and then, like we have to be happy. My secret is, even though, in Philippines it was so difficult, it was very difficult. Bathroom was every time I wake up, it was so inconvenient. The bathroom was always wet, and then, so
Yeah.
the bathroom was always wet, and then and the sun, and then it felt like I was a single mother. My
You
I
are.
No, no, because my husband was stayed in America, right? Because
That's what I'm
he
saying.
he makes the money, I spend the money. But um,
You are
I
both
had
heroes.
for all of my life, I was a pampered wife by my husband. My husband did very well, and then I had the entourage of my father, my mother, my in-laws. So, but then suddenly, from this, pampered wife, I went back to Bohol with nobody to help me, and not so many friends. And but I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be happy, so I encourage other women also. Let us be happy. Let us be happy, and let us find happiness even in poverty. And go up from there. So that's when I started working with the GPA, the Generation Peace Academy, and I partner with international NGOs to do service projects. We build schools. Excuse me, can I drink my water?
Yes, and this is an amazing part about you, Merly. Your dream did not just become a dream. The vision did not just become a vision, but you put them into reality. I think you should be our next Philippine president.
Oh no.
We need a
Uh,
Filipino to be the president.
at this time, I don't think I can survive in the world of politics yet. I'm pretty much happy
You are the kind of
with where I am now. Yeah.
you are the kind of people that should lead the country, not
Uh,
the kind of politicians that we know of.
I think I'm more effective in the NGO area. I have no confidence in the world of politics at this time.
It's calling
Yeah.
you, it's calling you.
Well,
But yes, and I know that meron ka pang isang project na ginawa. Yung from zero to hero.
yes.
I know that you have done so much in your tenure in the Philippines, not only in your own family in the Philippines, but now you are global leader. So tell us what else about, especially this zero to hero. Tell us.
Yes. Actually, the zero to hero, it's I am just a partner. Actually, it's from the Tong Il Mudo, the International Peace Leadership College. So I'm partnering with them at Zero to Hero. I am the education provider for the IPLC Tong Il Mudo. But what we are doing in Bohol is 10,000 Heroes movement. It is kind of a similar concept, that 10,000 Heroes movement. Um, the Tongil Modo Zero to Hero is based on martial arts, and in the 4 months, 120 days, 6 months program. So when they finish their technical aspect, they send some of their students to me for another 1 year internship. But the part where I plug them in is the 10,000 Heroes movement, where college students, um, college students and the what do you call that, out of school youth together. It's a holistic leadership training program. It is a holistic leadership training program for young people. So um, the zero to hero is really more on the drug addicts, the out of school youth, giving them opportunity to renew their lives and lead a transformative and service driven life. But in zero in the 10,000 Heroes movement, what we do is for it has a 3 years training program. We classify it two types. One is the college students, like the bright and the talented students from the universities, and the other one is the out of school youth. So we have this program, we plug them in. First is we call it Barangay Youth Leadership Training seminar, 1 day, 7 days seminar, and Divine Principles seminar, service project, and we mix them with the international youth leaders, because I became who I am and what I am right now because of mentoring and coaching by good leaders who really invested in my future. So I'm thinking that, if we don't invest in our youth for the future leadership, if no one will invest for them, they will not blossom. So my
True.
part of investing in them is, instead of sending them to other countries, that's the best way really for them to see how other countries are failing and faring, and how they manage and rich countries. It's a good field of studies for our young people,
Mhm.
experiential learning. But we, the poor people, cannot get a passport. passport, can get a visa. So there's so much limitations. What I did is instead of bringing them to seminars at the UN and letting them experience the world outside our country, I bring them the world. So I bring them um, young people from Europe, from America, from Japan, Korea, and all over the world, from Africa,
Yes.
for 3 weeks, and let them work with them as brothers and sisters and mix their culture. And the young people from other countries, I let them stay in the poor people's house for 3 days. Three
Nice.
nights, sleep there, and then serve them. And it's a culture shock, but at the end of the 3 weeks, they love it. They cry, they hug and cry, and they build beautiful memories, and they establish good relationship like brothers and sisters. And um, this is, I realized also towards the end of the 7 years, 8 years, now this is our 8th year. We finished our eighth service project last year. I realized that the best way to build a peaceful world is to train our young people to do service projects together,
Yes.
because if they have a beautiful experience of life-changing experiential um, learning from someone in that village in other countries, when
Hmm.
they become presidents, when they become ambassadors, or you know when they think of bombing that country, and then they remember, wow, I have a special friend that I love from 20, 30 years ago, then they think twice, like, oh, he's my brother, I can't bomb that country. Like peacemaking to the basic uh, experiential level. So love is something that is not it cannot love cannot be accomplished and realized by just description. Love is about um, feeling it. So someone has to, our young people needs to feel love
That's
and
true.
investment from people like us. When they feel our love and investment, they will grow beautifully. They will grow. So we have this. We toured around Bohol Island State University. We work with the government. We work with the community level, and right now, I'm really proud of this Bohol leaders right now, because I can get out of Bohol. Now I'm here. I'm stuck here in New Jersey, locked down, but they're doing very well. They're doing, I think, like, remember me, the shy girl 30 years ago. But if I can be what I am now without even that much of investment and training, but now we put them this leadership training program, a platform where they can be global citizens. Then
Yes.
they can do the better than us. They can shine. They can serve the world and our country and the world 10 times, 100 times way better than us. So this is, the fruit of our labor. It's really beautiful thing.
I love what you do, Merly, and that is just a gist of what you have done. There's more that you have done, and I'm sure I've been looking at how many people are really inspired by what you have said, and many of them even say I they're inspired to what you were saying. And that's why I'm so blessed that it took a pandemic to have you stay in New Jersey because Merly travels the world like a butterfly.
A friend of mine told me only COVID could make me stay at home for a month. Yeah.
Sabi, Bikal Khan, he's from Suriname. He says, good vibes, listening with full ears. Can
Oh,
you
thank
imagine
you.
that?
Hello. Hi. Thank you.
This is someone from Suriname, our big brother, Mikhail Khan. And Shy Mango says, virtual hug and shout out to you, sabi din ni, sana yung shout out ni, shout out 17 sweet friends, Tamsak. Thank you so much. Sweet.
Tamsak. Is Tamsak? Is this Tamsak or which one is it?
Whatever it is that will show our love to our sweet escape,
Ah.
to the 27, 28 million people who are watching us. And I really, really appreciate even Jerwin. Cascaro. You have worked
Hi,
with Jerwin.
Jerwin. Yeah, yeah, I work with Jerwin.
And
Jerwin is one of the commander of our. We have, I think, four of the young people trained under ILTP.
yes, and Jerwin is now he's like you, Merly. Jerwin is making a way in New Jersey, in US, and now even in YouTube. Right, Jerwin?
Yes.
He's been a big help to me here in YouTube. He's the one who's pushing me to. He pushed me to make it to one K. So for all of you who are my friends, I hope that you can help me to push to 1K
We definitely get it. You
as the
definitely
beginning
will get it.
in
Yeah.
YouTube. And but it takes a lot of effort to be a YouTuber, and I really salute and applaud every YouTuber who are big and small YouTuber. We all came from zero, just like Merly has mentioned, from zero to hero. Pag nakaabot na tayo ng monetization sa YouTube. So maraming salamat, Merly. It's such a joy that you had given us such. It's just a glimpse of what you have done. So please tell us more. There is a new project that you are doing.
Yes, yes,
You know,
yes.
you have done Mother's Heart from zero to hero, and now Women's World. I
Women's world, yeah, it's just it's really based on my experience as well, from COVID, something positive, that not just positive COVID positive, we don't want that, but the real happiness and productivity in times of COVID is when uh, we put things in perspective. So out of my difficulties of putting my two bored teenagers in, homework is a challenge, they want to get out, but my kids, they have not felt the light of the day for the last 70 days. I'm so afraid because COVID is lurking at the door. It's in our building there is COVID, somebody got COVID, so we don't want our children to go out. So that's why I out of my challenge and my difficulties, I thought of, what about the other women out there? Mothers becoming now the deliverer of formal education. Like, I'm not equipped to be, I have to memorize American history too, the math, the algebra, trigonometry, and all that. And then, saving the world from your kitchen, cooking, and all that. How do you balance everything? And
YouTubing.
and YouTube. So I said, but I'm fine. I'm fine because, I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior. But what about other mothers out there whose problem is, first of all, get making ends meet, the food that they have to cook, and they have to look for the food, and it must be devastating. So the suffering of other women. So I said, okay, why don't we build a kind of blanket of support for all women to share their stories of how they get their happiness, their productivity, and the peace in their heart, the balance that we must have to be a good mother, and how to be how do we do to be a support of each other. So sharing and connecting, so we call it women's world, where you live, live for the sake of others, you love for the sake of others, and you connect, and you share your secrets to success. So that is the concept of women's world. Yeah.
You know what you just said at the last minute, the last sentence you said. You share the secret to success and
Yes.
you collaborate. That is what YouTube is all about. And I think
Yes.
only in YouTube, that is the secret to life is all about. And whether you're a mom, a father, a student, that is the secret to a world of success because we all need everybody. The collaboration of everyone is what will bring all of us to rise up. And that is the perfect example for tonight's episode. Napakaganda nung sinabi mo,
Thank you. Thank
Shirley.
you. Can I show some pictures? There are
Oh,
pictures.
yes,
There's
yes,
one project that I have not finished. I mean, this is an ongoing project actually. But there's one project that, I want to share this to the world.
yes,
And it's called the Asia Pacific Peace Education Center. And it's a training center, multi-purpose training center, and a holistic uh, tourist resort,
yes.
organic farm, a permaculture museum. At the same time, it's an international peace village. But okay, here is. Let me see. Can I? How do you do
Yes,
this?
you can do the, let's do the screen,
Is this
share screen.
screen sharing? What's best? Okay,
Do that.
share screen.
Feel free to touch it.
Okay, so I hope I can manage. Okay.
Yes. I
Uh,
wish you can share it on the, if
so
you
now is my desktop. Uh, Oopsie.
can you share? If you
Okay,
can,
share. Let's say share.
if you
Oh,
can actually go to that
oh,
the comment section, you put it in the comment section. Maybe our Jerwin Jawo ILTP can help us. He is our
okay. Well, there
secretary.
are a couple of pictures that I want to show.
Yes, please.
So here, application window, Chrome tab. Oh, there you go. Okay. So first is this one. Let's see. Share. Oops. Okay, these were our scholars, the high school.
This is the one.
Okay, and then so the high school. This
I
we
would
have
love.
this pure love movement, the part of our 10,000 heroes. There's the young people from America, and so this is how we made a big wave at the Bohol Island State University. Uh,
Yes,
we have reached out to like 10,000 students already all over the country, the province. Um, this is a hold on. Can we? Okay, here. Um, European project of the European kids, young people. And then, so we built really pretty much an international training hub for our second generation and the young people all over the world. 3 weeks only, 3 weeks to 3 months. And then, so we also work with the academe, the universities, and the municipal mayors. 12 of them went to Thailand and Manila, and we had the ordinance also. Now we have a local ordinance by our ambassador for peace. This is for the family. And then, okay, here is what I want to show you towards the end. This is my house. I have a bahay kubo. Okay. And then, so we have a livelihood training center. We call it Maaju shop. We
anong tawag?
Maaju means good. Aju. Well, it's actually Aju.
Aju.
But Aju is Maaju in Bohol is, good. So
Oh, and then
Aju is good.
Aju.
Yeah, Aju.
Aju Korean means
Aju.
I will take
Yeah.
responsibility. Perfect.
Right. So, Korea Women's Federation donated 9 high-powered sewing machine, and so we teach women how to sew, and we sew like 5,000 masks this time and gave it to the community. And so this Japanese couple, he donated like $40,000 to build a training center. This is the Asia Pacific Peace Education Center. These are our European volunteers who came to my village and to the other town. Every year we do this. Ah, okay. Here. Okay, hold on. The Americans. And then we also had a purified water filtration system for free in the village. And so this is the what I want to show you because I need support. I still need $20,000. This is like an $80,000 thing. I already raised $60,000, and this is what $60,000 look like. This is
Wow.
in the valley of the Chocolate Hills. This is like about a 2 acre land. No, no, 4 acre land. and this will be the future training center of the world's young people. And
Amazing.
so, yeah, and
And
we
there's one.
have we have an Airbnb if you want to come. Molavi Forest Airbnb bed and breakfast. This is my house there on the other side. I'm taking the view from my other house, and then this is my young people. Yeah, and so
You are amazing leader, Marley. The way
okay,
with all the
so
things that you have. No, put it back. Put it back.
put it
That's
back. So
yeah.
okay, hold on a second.
It's I
Is
like
it up now?
yeah. Put it back so we can so people can see more.
Share
Uh,
screen again.
yes. Wish I can travel
Um,
the world like a butterfly with you at the Merly Barlan to spread true parents' love, true love, ideals, of
oh,
course.
thank you, Hazel. Thank you. Okay, so now where
Samahang
did it go?
virtual hug, sabi. Shy Mango, thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
And
Now I don't know where it went.
ayan,
Uh,
ayan, ayan. I see it. I
you
see
see
it.
it now? Can you
Yes.
see?
Can you go back to, nawala? Yung, hindi yung kanina, you
Okay,
showed
hold
a
on.
picture of,
You want the training center? This
yes,
one?
yes,
Yes, I actually this time I came back to America to raise $20,000, but then it's so hard to raise $20,000 in times of COVID.
yes.
So
So,
we want to open this by December this year, and hopefully, to me, there's nothing impossible. This
yes,
is my when I see this, when I first started with this, I said, if you can, there's a book called Secret. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand.
yes,
I always have that mantra. Then, um, someday, I
yes,
hope with your support,
yes.
we can get it done.
$20,000 is what you need, and if we
Yeah,
can,
that's all.
when if this YouTube or this broadcast can reach to 20,000 people, just giving $1
One
each.
dollar.
Only $1 is what we ask to support
Yes.
early and to
Or 1,000 people, 100, 20 people to donate 1,000, right?
it's too hard to just say $1. If we
One
reach
dollar.
20,000 to be able to give $1
And
to
you have 2 million followers, Ate? You have 2 million?
well, you said we have to believe in the vision. So yes, I
Yeah.
will have 2 million followers in the future. I still have to go to 1,000 first.
So if you anyone who donate, when you come to Bohol to my village, then I will give you um, 3 nights for free.
Wow.
3 nights for free.
And you are right in the place where what is that place?
Chocolate Hills.
Chocolate Hills.
The Chocolate Hills. You see behind the training center, actually there are like 5, 6, 7 hills around it.
We
So
got
I was born in the land of chocolate hills.
and look, Marley, Ati Marietta Stite says absolutely amazing. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Marley.
And
See,
then you're gonna stay here. I will make you stay in this place
see,
for free.
Ate Marietta, come to Philippines, visit Bohol, visit the Chocolate Hills, and see
Uh-huh.
this beautiful place. And I said, we only ask for $1. We're not asking 1,000. We're only asking $1 for 20,000 people. If they are moved to this kind of what Merly have just said, I I am so inspired with your vision. And as you
Thank
said,
you.
Merly, that go back to the original, the one you were showing earlier. As you said, ako naman, I believe also in the saying, this is what kept me into the vision of that changed the course of my story is I believe that when God put us a vision or a dream, God is not looking at our bank account, but God
Exactly.
is watching on our faith. So I believe if you have the faith of What you believe in is going to happen. It is going to happen as you.
Aju. Aju.
I'm so glad that we were able to talk about this tonight. We did not even plan what we wanted to share on tonight's broadcast. We just wanted to share who you are, from shy to a shining example. And truly, Merly, you have blown all of us more than we ever thought. We did not even discuss anything.
Ate, it's not, it's not my power. I believe that when our dreams are and aspirations are rooted and centered on God's dream, our
Yes.
dreams will come true because it's also God's dream.
Yes, and go back to that share again, because
Okay.
yes, you have share. Go back to that share. Sorry, to that share screen. Can you do that again and share the pictures? And I want to show that picture of the founder of the Women's Federation for World Peace that you have there earlier. Are you still there, Merly? Oops. Hello. Uh-oh. I lost Merly. Oh, I lost Marley. Nag-froze. Marley, are you back? Sabi ni ate, um, I froze Marley. Marley, if you can come back, when nag-froze siya, sabi ni ate Marietta, ate Marietta says, I truly believe God has put us in this world for the betterment of mankind. So inspirational. Marley, you're back. Naku, nawala ko siya. Merly, nasaan na siya? Merly, anak ko, nawala ako si Merly. Let me go, I hope she can come back. Ito yung technical difficulty when you are in. Merly, balik ka. Ayan, Merly.
Ay, ate, sorry, my computer crashed.
Oo nga, nag-froze. Can you
Yeah, my
can you
computer, sorry.
can you go back? Go back because people are waiting for.
Wait,
Yes.
I have to turn off my computer and restart it.
Okay. So magiging phone interview ito. It's such a good conversation. Sana bigla ka na lang na nag-froze. Tapos,
Right.
so if you can go back.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay.
Yes.
Enter.
Yes,
Okay.
enter. Yay! I see Marley back. For a while, sabi ko,
Yeah,
oh my God, nasa kagandahan ng pag-uusap, tapos bigla kang,
it happens a lot sometimes,
and
Yeah.
Marley, nasaan na yung Ate Marietta shared earlier how you have inspired many people into this broadcast, and
Thank you.
meron sinabi si Ate Marietta, hindi ko makita yung sinabi niyang maganda. Biglang dumami yung dumami yung comment eh. Sabi ni Ate Marietta, I truly believe God has put us in this world for the betterment of mankind.
Yes, yes, exactly. Very true.
Lapit ka ng konti sa
Eh,
camera dahil mas
Okay,
maganda ka. Yan.
okay. Okay.
Yan. Di po ba mga kababayan, na-inspire kayo? I hope na through this broadcast na-inspire kayo sa narinig natin at nakita. And hello, Michelle Babon, and to all who are watching with us. Ate Marietta says, want more info. I'm inspired. Ah!
Thank you. Sure, sure.
So tell us more, especially this woman's world. You have not.
I have picture of the women's world.
Yes. You can actually tell us what is the woman's world again. You just, as mga kababayan, Merly just finished her webinar on this women's world, and she just right after her webinar, she actually right there is
Yeah.
women's world.
Did you
And
see the picture, Ate?
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, that's the picture. Women's World, right?
yes.
Yeah.
And many are inspired on the topics that they discuss in this Women's World webinar is truly very inspirational for all women to understand, not only women, but all parents to understand how to take care of. I cannot read, Merly. Tell us.
Okay. Our first topic, this is the tonight, an hour ago, we had our second topic, keeping kids interested in education in the time of lockdown. And on Sunday, we had our first episode. The topic was how to um, how moms deal with the kids 24/7 during lockdown. So, but then we our conversation was so interesting about the challenges of a mother, and then our speaker we invited a psychologist and a guidance counselor of Bohol Island State University. She talked about suicide, the mental health issues, and it was really it's a very sad story of the young people in the world. It's not just isolated problem in Bohol, because she said in Bohol a lot more people died of suicide than of COVID, which is very true, and um, this is I think cut across all age demographic, um, s- loneliness, for not being able to fully give meaning and value of life, because our world has given so much emphasis on materialistic aspirations as the standard of success and acceptance. But this is why women's world is created, so that we women, as mothers, as sisters, we can really align our happiness, our peace, our productivity to the original standard of happiness, which is rooted in the heart and love of God and the dream of God. And when we align everything to the source, and learning to love and learning to live, um, like promoting altruism. The best cure of depression is putting together the uh, altruistic activities like service projects. Um, it can, cure depression.
Wait,
And
wait 1 second.
go
Many
ahead.
are just all my friends in YouTube. You are free to download or to put your link so you can all collaborate and help one another. May nagtanong
Thank
kasi.
you. Thank you. Yes, yes. Yeah, you can watch our first episode on Sunday. It's in YouTube, and tonight also. It's really more about giving meaning to our the value and meaning of what we are doing, and reflecting and resetting our mindsets, and then moving forward with a new vision and with a new sets of mindset, um, which is geared towards living for the greater good. When even though life is miserable and always a struggle, but when our dreams and aspirations are centered on a force higher than us and bigger than us, our small problem will become kind of we forget about ourselves, our own problem, but then while helping others, we recover our happiness, we recover our value. And so this is promoting altruism, promoting cooperation, interdependence, so that we can together build a world of lasting peace as
Amen.
women, as mothers, as sisters.
And
I
that
do.
Jew. That is why you truly are the one. You are the one. not only in the Philippines. Now you are moving to move the women of Asia. And I can just imagine what the world will be like after this COVID pandemic with the ideas that you have shared. I'm also wanted to emphasize what Ate Marietta Stite says. It's so sad. It's part of our culture not to speak of mental health, as you have also mentioned a while ago that in the first episode of the women's world, and that's true, Ate Marietta. It's a Filipino culture that we should not be talking about mental health, but
Yes, yes.
mental health does not discriminate nationality. Anyone can be affected.
So earlier at the RIA,
Mhm.
I was because it was such a powerful. I asked the psychologist. I asked her what was the root cause of these the problems when you ask all these victims what
Mhm.
was the cause, and she mentioned poverty, and it really bothered me because identifying poverty as the cause of depression and hopelessness. I grew up from poverty, and this, but think about it, from Kate Spade. We all know Kate Spade, right? We have one point or another, we have a bag of Kate Spade. She committed suicide. She was very pretty. She had all the money in the world. Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
And even the queens. Cleopatra committed suicide. Adolf Hitler committed suicide. And even King Saul committed suicide. It's not poverty. It is the loss of the center of love and happiness and the disconnection to our source of standard of love, and which is God, which is the relationship in us. So this is what women's world is all about: letting everybody feel loved. So love is not meant to be described,
Yes.
not meant to be read in books, but it's meant to be practiced so that
Experience.
the people next to us can feel it. When depressed person feels loved and cared by someone, it will heal that depressed person. So in
Very.
the time of COVID, I want this women's world to be the bearer of hope, light, and love to embrace
Palakpakan
everyone.
dyan.
Thank
Sino
you.
uh, give us a palakpak of a heart, a big heart, and or give us a lot of hearts and likes and thumbs up if you believe that it's not poverty and it's
It's
I'm
not
so glad.
poverty. It's
True.
relationship.
Yes, and love, lack of love. That is actually
Disconnection to the roots of love and the
yes.
roots of life.
Na ako, sabi ni Alvin Silva, bravo host Ria. And that is why I need a DJ in here para magsabing tanananan. Yes. Sorry, wala akong music. Marley, you're such an eloquent speaker. Uh,
Oh, thank you. I
and
owe everything. I give everything glory and honor to God and to true parents.
yes,
Mother Moon. Um, I've met her personally,
and
and is without her for the last 31, 32 years. Without her guidance, and my model is Mother Moon. And without her, I would not be who I am and what I am now. She gave me a very good husband, the source of my happiness.
and if people think that you have such a great ability to speak and you really inspire us, you know what Merly's secret po is
Her
all the
autobiography. Yes,
yeah,
read her life story.
actually read many speeches from Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, and that's why Merly can speak this from the heart, right, Merly? That is
Correct. Yes,
that
yes.
is why some most of us could really eloquently speak something that can touch our hearts. It's all because we have read
I was, I
the
am raised up. I was raised up by the mother of peace.
yes. And that's why I recommend all of you to please get this book. It's now on in Amazon, and the Mother of Peace. Her This is her autobiography and her quotes. You can learn so much from her life story and the messages that can teach us from infancy to teenager to motherhood and to even life beyond. So, yan po ang secret ni Marley.
And don't forget, my first mentor was Ate Ria
No,
30 years ago. 30 years ago. And here we are.
we just happened to be together in fundraising when we were missionary 30 years ago. sabi, sabi ni Pikachu, which is Lynette, who is from Bohol. She said, I'm in
Oh,
learning about mental health. I work with kids with mental health disabilities. Yes, thank you so much, Pikachu
love.
7210. Maybe in the next event, next live streaming natin, we can actually we can talk more about that. And I'm sure many more can relate because this is something that we Filipinos try to put under the rugs. It's very hard for us to talk about mental health illness. And thank you, got the Gahuterang JJ Vlogs. And thank you so much po, Miss Lil Ses. Thank you, my Lil Ses sister. And ang ating Ronilo Legaspi. God bless host. Thank you po. So, marami kang wow, sabi ni Ate Marieta, Stites,
Thank you.
uh, this is going to be on in English. It's now in English in English, published in English. Mother of Peace. Her book is a must to read for all women. She is the founder of the Women's Federation for World Peace, and Merle has been the Women's Federation for World Peace uh, bearer for more than 30 years. Oh
I,
no, 20.
I am a women's federation baby.
Yes,
I spent more years with women's fed than my my own mother, my own family. Yeah, 20
28
something.
years this
Yeah.
year.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
the way that same time we were married, and I think that is something that all women should really understand. Mother of peace, and so we can have the heart of a mother, because that is one thing that is missing in our world today, and especially among women. We don't need to look like men or act like men, but we can. I mean, I don't not I don't want to be. I mean, our femininity. Yes, sorry, I have to change that one because many of our friends are. We have many friends here are watching that. I mean, the femininity, the power of femininity is so relevant in this in our time that it, we have to use it for good. So, yan ang masasabi ko. Kapit lang tayo sa Diyos. Mateo 6:33. Thank you, kapatid Ronilo Legaspi. Yan. At si Merly all the way from
Oh, Ate Merly
Bohol.
Vasque. Hi,
I
Ate.
a lot to learn from you
I
both.
love you, Ate Merly.
Thank you so much.
Vienna is so beautiful. Miss
Yes.
you.
I'm so glad that we got Miss Merly Barretti Barlaan. Thank you so much. You made my night. God
Hi,
bless.
Hazel. Love you.
I know that it is so late now back in New Jersey, and sa lahat po ng nanood, nakinig at sumubaybay, sana po tangkilikin ninyong muli ang buhay-buhay sa Amerika, at higit sa lahat, let us support Merly in
Thank you. Thank you.
her vision, in her vision to realize that peace, not only in our land in the Philippines, but also back to Asia and beyond. At Merly, for a parting word, tell us anything, how women can contact you. Yes, our womanhood is essential to the world. Thank you, Ate Marietta.
How I can be contacted through you and email address, my Women's Federation, WFWP Philippines, spelled out, at gmail.com. So that's WFWP Philippines at gmail.com.
And
Drop
you
me a
know,
message.
and you have a YouTube channel, so tell
And
us.
yes, yes. My
Type it.
YouTube channel,
Type it in the
Merly Christina Barlan. That's it, I think.
early.
Yeah, I'm such
In one word.
I'm still like
Is it one word?
two, three. Merly Christina Barlan.
Merly, Christina with a C with CH.
CH, yes, Barlan.
Christina Barla. Is it in the? Oh, it's not in the wall. Can you type it for me? Merly.
Okay, here in the chat,
Yeah,
my
type it. Type it.
Merly Christina. Okay.
Naku, Kuya Ranilo Legaspi, sana po
There.
hindi ako ano sa YouTube eh. Teka, ilagay ko sa YouTube yung nasaan na ikaw. Ah, hahanapin ko sa YouTube. Thank you so much po sa mga dumalo at umattend at nag-intay sa ating tonight's episode. Na-type mo na, Merl?
Yeah, I did. I sent it already.
Uh, Gusto ko sanang lagyan ng jacket si Ranilo Legaspi. Hindi ko makita. Masyadong... Hindi ka ba pwedeng maglapag, Ranilo? Kuya Ranilo Legaspi? Sorry at mabagal ako sa technology. Maraming salamat sa lahat po ng nagsubaybay sa atin ngayong gabi. Napaka maganda ang ating usapan at talagang nakaka-inspire ang
Thank
message
you.
Merly Barretti Barlaan. And I hope that you can also support her in her work. And if any one of you are inspired to be part of this vision, a $1 is all we need, and 20,000 other people who can be moved to support this vision. Yeah.
And you know, Ate Rhea, what I will do is I'm gonna paint the wall with their names of everyone who
Oh,
will donate. It doesn't matter how much the amount. I will put their names on the wall of that building. It's a very unique building.
that would be nice.
Yes.
That is a great idea.
So we
That's,
build a legacy together and give hope to the young people of the world.
yes.
Yes, as one.
Masyadong napahaba ako doon sa sa pag nawala ka uli.
Nawala ako?
Ayan. O na hindi kasi
Nawala ako?
iba yung nakikita ko eh.
Oh.
I am hindi ko makuha yung masyadong mabilis ang thread. But maraming salamat Kuya Ranilo. Join again in my the next time I will put moderator on your a jacket on your name para next time na bumalik ka magkasama na kitang makakapaglapag. And I'm sure maraming taong matutuwa na maging kaibigan ka. At gusto ko lang po muling ipagsisigawan. A shout out to all who supported me in today. I made it to 900 because of the support of the people behind Buhay-Buhay sa America's YouTube encourager ko. Kagaya ni, nasaan na si Alvin Silva dyan? Yan. Alvin Silva, maraming salamat. Tonight, the whole day, binuhat-buhat mo ang buhay sa Amerika. Buhay-buhay sa Amerika. Buhat-buhat niya ako sa lahat ng LS para lang ako makareach ng 900. So maraming salamat sa iyo at tinulungan ako ng mga malalaki mong kaibigan, kagaya ni Leron FFP, Nicole Harding, and Beth TV. Yan po ang mga tumulong sa akin para ako makareach ng 900. And I really, really appreciate at marami pa lahat ng nakikita ninyong mga pangalan dyan na tumulong at nandito hanggang ngayon, yan po silang lahat ay tumulong para po makarating ako ng 900. At ganun din si Pikachu 72310. Lynette, I love you. And Rain Rose, thank you so much. At maraming marami pa po sa kanila, lalong-lalo na si Jawo ILTP. Na kahit
Jerwin.
Jerwin, hindi ko inas, but he took the lead and become the moderator while we are talking because this is what the world needs. People who will take responsibility without being asked, without being told to do what is right, but they do it out of the goodness of their heart. And that is why the world will be changing for good through the people like this. Thank you so much po sa lahat sa inyo. Sabi ni Kuya Ranilo, meron siyang sinabi, yes, host, katuang niyo po ako sa God, glory. God
Glory
bless
to God.
you. Glory to God. Thank you so much po. I love that. Thank you so much. And sabi ni Rain Rose, salamat sis Rhea at Brother Alvin sa paghila sa akin sa LS World. And Marley, tonight uh, you did not just make a difference in our heart. You truly shine. From a shy to a shining example, I'm so
I'm
glad.
shining, ate, I'm shining because of you.
Oh,
Di ba? It's nice.
ikaw ang nagbibigay ng buhay, ng kulay sa aming lahat. At ngayong gabi, marami kang na-inspire sa yung mga ginawa, sinabi, at higit sa lahat, mga gagawin pa. And
Thank
I
you.
know that your new responsibility as the International Vice President for Asia, for the Women's Federation for World Peace International, you will touch even so many more lives, not only in the Philippines, but not only in Asia, but the world. Because you are the kind of the Filipino, that can continue to bring honor and pride to our country and to the world. We love you, Marley.
Oh, thank you, Ate. It's such a very beautiful word. I'm really nervous with my new responsibility. I need your prayers, and I think by myself, I have I'm only confident because I know there is God. So God is the number one source of confidence, and with your prayers, I think I will do well.
Yes. At
Thank you.
maraming magpe-pray sa'yo that you can continue to do and advance God's will through your faith, through your action, and acting on the vision and what God is telling you to do.
I can use your advice. Drop me some advice. Drop me some advice because I'm very new. So, yes. But thank
And
you, Ate Rui. I really appreciate the whole time you've been supporting me. You have been my supporter and encourager and prayer warrior and everything from way back when. So, I want you to know that in the most difficult times when I cry and when my children are sick in the wilderness, out of the blue you call and say how are you, and that is like big embrace from a substantial God. So thank you. I really appreciate. And this afternoon and this evening, to everyone out there, thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your support. And I really hope that one day we can meet personally, post COVID. Come to Bohol, come to Carmen and my village, and we can dream away and build God's dream together.
amen. Thank you so much. And congratulations to both women on stage, sabi ni Jaro. Thank you so much. And sa lahat po sa inyo na sumubaybay, sumuporta sa ating LS live streaming tonight, whether you're in Facebook or in YouTube, isa lang po ang masasabi namin, tayong lahat, sama-sama, para mabuo nating lahat. Kung ano man ang hinihiling para sa atin ng Diyos, we cannot do it alone. It takes a village, it takes a country, and it takes the whole world to change this world for good. And I hope that even though we are small YouTuber, we are a small channel, but I believe God is using all of us to be God's channel to create that world that we envision, that God has envisioned way back when He created Adam and Eve. And that's why technology was given to us to use for good and for good only. And all of us are meant to meet, to work together. And I did not mean to cry. I should cry on my live streaming, but I really appreciate you, Merly, from the bottom
Thank
of
you,
my
Ate.
heart. And
God bless you. God bless you.
thank you so much po. At maraming maraming salamat sa sumulong sa atin. Oh my God, you make me cry. Rose, thank you. I should. Where's my uh, hindi pa ito 1K. 900 pa lang po ako.
You're gonna reach millions, Ate. You're gonna reach millions of followers.
Pag nag 1K na ako, baka puro na lang iyak ang abutin ko nito. Thank you so much. Oh, this is historical, sabi ni Jawo. Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
And sabi ni Kuya Ranilo Legaspi, spread love because God is love. Amen.
Man.
Sa maraming maraming salamat, Merly, to
Thank
all.
you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm really happy to hear from you and I look forward to meet you someday
Yes,
soon.
yes. And we're here for you and we love you. And to all of you who join us in tonight's broadcast, maraming maraming salamat po. May
Thank
we
you. God
be,
bless everyone. Keep safe. Stay
yes,
healthy. Keep safe.
yes. And remember, we're still in social distancing. That's why we're live online. Maraming maraming salamat po. Worship and praise. Sabi ni Kuya Ranilo, sabi niya, worship and praise God in everything we do. God,
Amen. Amen.
amen. So maraming maraming salamat po sa inyong
Have
lahat
a good night po.
sa
God
pagsubaybay.
bless.
I love you and God bless you all. Maraming salamat po.
Thank
Thank
you, Ate
you.
Ria.
Thank
Good
you,
night,
Mary.
everyone. Bye.
Sandali.
Bye.
Bye. Sandali. Yes, diyan tayo mag-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Stay in the